Hey everyone, it's Priscilla from the Stitch Queen Crochet. Welcome to my channel. If you love crochet stuff, subscribe. Alrighty, so today I'm going to be showing you all how to do the waistcoat stitch, or as we kind of call it, the knit stitch, because it looks like the stockinette stitch when you're knitting, but in a crochet version. So I'm going to show you all how to do it in the round, and when I upload the video of how to do it flat out, make sure I link that below in the description. Alright. So what I'm using today is a 5.5 millimeter hook and Red Heart Yarn Super Saver in Retro Stripes. One of my favorite color streams of Red Heart. Anyway, I'll link all that below if you want to check those out. So the first thing you want to do to create the waistcoat stitch in the round is create a slip knot. So what you need to know to how to do this stitch is know how to do a slip knot, a slip stitch, and a single crochet stitch. If you don't know any of that, do not worry. I will link that all below. I have tutorials for each of those stitches as well. So first thing you do is make a slip knot, and you want to crochet, or I guess you kind of crochet, yeah, how many chains you want to do for your round piece. We're not going to do a lot because we don't want to be here all day. So I'm going to crochet. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, I'm chaining 20 to be a nice amount because we're doing it in the round. It's going to be a circle like this after we're done. So I crocheted 20 chains. Now I want to make sure that my chains are straight and not twisted or anything like that. Then I'm going to go around to the first chain that I made and do a slip stitch into that. This is first of all just crocheting in the round. So I do a slip stitch through that to make my little circle. Alright, so when you are doing the waistcoat stitch, it is super important to make your single crochets loose. If you do not, you will struggle the hardest trying to do the stitch, and you will see as we go why that'd be difficult. Alright, so we have our little round. So to begin my row, or I guess to begin my round, I'm going to chain 1. Alright, so, and sorry guys if you hear all the wind outside, it's pretty windy tonight. Okay, so when I work my single crochet, I usually don't single crochet into that first stitch that we slip stitched into. I go to the next one. So, I'm going to not go into that stitch, that chain. I just went into slip stitch. I'm going to go into the next one right there. So we're going to do a regular single crochet. But when you do a single crochet, when you insert it into the chain, wrap it around and pull it through, give it an extra little tug. Make it a little loose, kind of like that. Trust me, you're gonna enjoy how loose it is when you get to the next row. So give it an extra little tug and then continue on with your single crochet. And you're gonna want to do this in every single chain around. Put it through, wrap it around, give it an extra little tug, and make your single crochets a bit loose. And we're going to do this all the way around. I'm going to fast forward until we get to that to the end of the round, and then I'm going to continue to show you how to do the waistcoat stitch. Alright, so here we are at the end of the round. I'm doing my last single crochet. No, I'm just kidding. Second to last. Remember, giving it an extra little tug, making the single crochets nice and loose. Okay, here's the last single crochet. And if you're a crochet beginner, feel free to count your stitches to make sure you have the same at the beginning that you have at the end when you change. So I should have 20. I'm not going to count, but I know I got it right. So after you get to the end, you're going to slip stitch into the first chain, not chain, I'm so sorry. You're going to slip stitch into the first crochet you made of that round. There's the first single crochet I made. I'm going to slip stitch right into the V of that stitch. And this connects the row, ending it off, and now we have one round done of our waistcoat stitch. Okay, so we're going to chain 1 at the beginning of our round, like I always do for single crochets. We chain 1. And now let's look at the first single crochet that I did of our previous round. You see it right there? So to do the waistcoat stitch, you are going to single crochet into the middle of that stitch. Not the usual V, what you usually do, you know. A regular stitch, you go right into that V, you know, and do a single crochet. Instead, we're going to go into the middle of it, just like this. I'm going to just poke my hook right into the middle of that stitch. Now what it looks like on the back, just to make sure you get it right, it's going to take you a second to understand what the middle is. If I put it through the middle, and on the back of my single crochet, it's going to be going through, I'm so sorry, it's going to be going through this. See that kind of V right there? That's the stitch. It's going to be like a little V. I'm going to show you. So here's the front. It's going through the middle of the stitch. In the back, it went right through those two. See? So, show you again. Put it through the middle. And then we're going to single crochet like usual. Wrap it around our hook. Pull it through the middle of the stitch. Make it a little loose. Trust me. Wrap it around and pull it through both loops on your hook. And as you can see, you had the little V and you went in between it and did another little V, and now it's looking like the stockinette stitch already. Now let's do it again. You're going to go into the middle of your stitch, not the V, go into the middle of it. You're going to kind of just poke it through, and it's going to go through, here's the stitch, it's going to go through these two little loopies right here. Alright? So push it through the middle, make sure it's going through those two right there, wrap it around, pull it through, wrap it around, pull it through too. And this is going to create your waistcoat stitch all the way around. Alright, so now I'm going to show you all how to increase and decrease in the waistcoat stitch. Alrighty, so as you can see, here's our first stitch, but before I continue on this round, I'm going to chain one. So let's say I want to increase into this first single crochet, this waistcoat stitch of this round. I'm going to insert it into the middle like I had before, smack in the middle. I'm going to do a single crochet into it. And then to increase, I'm just going to do another one right in the middle of it. And that's how you increase when you do the waistcoat stitch. You're just going to do 2 into the middle of the stitch you want to increase in. Now say you want to decrease in these next 2 stitches. You're going to put your hook into the next stitch, right? Just like that. Make sure y'all can see. We're going to put it into the next one. Instead of pulling through, you're going to go into the next stitch from the back of it. It's going to be confusing, trust me. So you go into the first stitch in the front, go to the next one, go through the back. Wrapping yarn around your hook, pull it through that stitch and the first stitch, wrapping it around your hook, and pull it through both loops. And that is how you do a decrease. It's going to look a little weird, but as you continue on and crochet into it the next time, see there's still a V there, that decrease, it's a little sideways. When you go into the next round, it'll straighten it right out. So that's how you do an increase, and that's how you do a decrease. And overall, that's how you do the waistcoat stitch. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you have any questions, please leave it below in the comments. And if you want to see new tutorials, let me know. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps support my channel. And have an awesome day, my crochet kings and queens.